What's up, guys? It's your boy Ash for Vlogs TV here, and today, yes, I'm hitting you back with the double upload. No, still got triple upload, and these I'm hitting you back with the double upload, and yeah. So, and this video is gonna be extra long. It's gonna be like 40 minutes long. All right, guys. So prepare. We're doing CoryxKenshin SSS again. Sucker. Yep, we're reacting to it again. You got problems? Come on, let me catch you. Anyway, let's see. Alright. Can you guys see from here?
Let's start for about 3 more minutes. Wait. Don't leave yet. You might as well just hang out with me so we can start. So I want to pitch you guys this idea, right? See, I'm all cozied up. Got the little Voltron. It's getting cold here in Michigan. October's coming up, and I thought this would be a good time to implement a series where every Sunday we watch some scary videos. I was thinking something like Spooky Scary Sundays. That's a mouthful. It might be a little too long. You know what you guys think in the description. They can write in the description now, huh? You earned this one. Down in the comments, hashtag SSS, Spooky Scary Sundays. You guys remember when we reacted to that Llama Arts video where your boy got permission? Llama Arts herself, or himself, I don't know what you are, approved and gave us permission to react to their videos, so you don't gotta feel bad. I'm not stealing anything. I got permission. Conscience is clean. I'm thinking every weekend, every Sunday, we could react to some scary videos, some horror animations, creepypastas, whatever y'all want to do. But that being said, I'm gonna get a snack for this. You might as well come with me, right? Now this is the part where I just would move the camera and then we would be downstairs, but no, y'all, I ain't cutting nothing out. I just about to just walk with me, I guess. Doing alright this Sunday. Doing some editing. I was rendering a video, actually. I was thinking, while you're here, you could slice that like button for me. I really appreciate it. Some people don't understand how far that goes. And Samurai, we're trying to reach 4 million subscribers before the end of the year. That's probably not going to happen, but I'm thinking some Pop-Tarts or some. You guys like juice boxes? You guys like juice boxes? It's too much? Too much? Okay. Let's put this back. Too much? I think I'll just take a water. Alright guys, let's get this started. We got a couple more videos to react to. Got Momo in the back here. Momo, don't even try today. If you want to do your freaking intro, you're gonna have to... How many more times do I gotta sit through that? Alright guys, so this first one is called Fishing Stories Animated. Now, Llama Arts, I'm a big fan. I'ma just say this so there's no misunderstandings, nothing's getting misconstrued, alright? Your link's down in the description. Llama Arts said that they like my videos, so let's get it. Daryl's Pond. Oh, is that the name of the story? Okay. We'll rock with it.
There used to be a pond about half a mile away from my old house that I would commonly go fishing in. It was nicknamed Daryl's Pond. I still had no idea who Daryl was or why it was called that, but nobody owned it, so people would once in a blue moon go fishing there as well.
Okay.
It was usually me by myself, though. I had dug a pole into the ground where I would tie a noose to and from my small kayak. I'd say it was about 3 in the afternoon when I rowed out to the middle of the pond, the sweet spot for getting a decent catch.
Look,
There was
relaxing.
another person coming out from the trees.
Oh, heck no!
Gave him
Okay, I'm not gonna be pausing it today, but is that John Scarespector?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scares here. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scares here.
coming out from the trees. I waved at him and gave him a smile. He hopped into a small boat floating by the edge of the pond and began to row over to me.
For real?
As he got close enough where trying to speak to him wouldn't come off as obnoxious, I gave him a friendly, "Perfect day, isn't it?" "Yes, absolutely," he said.
I
He
don't
didn't
trust
say
you.
anything after that, and I started to feel a bit awkward, as if I were obligated to keep some kind of conversation rolling now.
I hate that feeling.
"So, you come out here to throw some lines?" I asked. "No, I don't actually fish."
What the freak are you doing out here?
"Well, it's never a bad day to relax on the pond," I said. He continued to row closer to me until his boat collided with mine, creating a big thud.
Are you serious?
Genuinely uncomfortable now.
Yo, look at his face. This big old pond out here. And you just want to roll? It's like when dudes go in the bathroom, it's like 50 stalls. You go to one random one, you know, somewhere down the side. And then somebody come in and come to the stall right next to you. It's all this room in here.
I didn't feel threatened, just weirded out.
Nah,
I was only
get away
24
from
years
me.
old. This guy looked like he was late 40s or 50s.
Ugh.
There was an awkward silence. I tried to just act like I was focused on trying to make a catch, but
No.
by now that wasn't even on my mind.
I'm getting out the...
This guy was weird. I didn't know what he wanted, and I was uncomfortable being so close to him. I felt him looking at me, or at least in my direction, as I faced halfway to the opposite direction of him. I took a quick glance to my right. Yeah, he was staring at me. I just...
Hey, what you doing over there? Catching a little fish? Yeah,
decided to be ballsy and lock eye contact with him. After about 4 seconds, he looked away.
Nah.
"So,
nah.
where are you from?" I asked him.
Why is he trying to talk to him?
"Up there." He pointed behind himself in the direction of the woodsy hill leading past the dirt road. "Oh, you live by Suffolk?" I asked. No, I'm not," he said.
Where do you live?
"What made you decide to come out here?" I said. "Why not?" I continued to try and uncomfortably fill the awkward silences that kept coming up.
Leave.
His responses were dry. He didn't contribute anything to what was barely a conversation.
Trying to talk to your crush. Hey, how you doing, girl? Okay.
They're not doing anything, with half a smile on his face, looking either at me or in my general direction throughout. I was creeped out. My heart was racing at this point.
Leave.
Go as far as saying that I was nervous for my life. We were surrounded by trees in all directions in the middle of the pond.
Dude.
I started to row a bit closer to land,
Yeah,
but in a
there you
very
go.
low-key kind of way, trying
Yeah.
to play it off as me just trying to find a better spot to find some fish.
Don't follow me.
I was horrified when I saw he was following me.
Oh my god.
"What a great day, huh?" I felt a shake in my voice. I got close enough to the edge of the pond where I finally told the man, "I think I'm going to call it a day."
Yeah.
I turned to see his reaction. He was still staring at me, but his smile was gone now.
What do you want?
"I can't let you leave," he said.
Oh, no.
He lifted his flannel to expose a handgun sticking out of his jean.
Whoa.
As soon as I could process what I was looking at, I dove out of the boat for land.
Damn,
Pulled
yes.
a mile uphill through the woods back to my house and locked every door and window as soon as I made it home. I pulled down the blinds to the dining room window, leaving it open just a crack for peeking outside undetected. It started to get dark out, and I left every light in the house off, still peeking out to the front yard, making sure I wasn't followed.
Nah, I'm going
The
to a
time came
hotel.
when I finally decided I wasn't followed. I realize now, like you, that not calling the police immediately was a huge mistake.
Oh.
I kept my bedroom windows open to let the room air out. My bedroom was on the second floor, so I wasn't worried about being watched through the window.
yeah.
About half an hour after shutting the light and falling under the covers, I heard the sound of leaves crunching from outside.
No. He found your house?
I sat up to hear it more clearly. It was definitely something walking around out there. Normally I would assume it was a deer or a bear, but after what just happened, I would...
Y'all know what time it is, right? Don't look at me confused. Y'all know what time it is. My man is outside the window. It's only one thing I can do. It's only one thing I can do. Hey, you want to be outside my window? That's cool. That's cool. I got something for you. I got something for you. You want to be outside my window? You about to get this buckshot, baby boy. Now what you trying to do? Y'all think I be playing over here? Let somebody.
Still in paranoia mode. I sat up as still as a statue, except for my shaking out of fear, waiting as the sounds of the steps stopped. Hey buddy, you up there? Are you trying to sleep? Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you. I felt like 100 pounds just fell directly onto my chest. It was the same voice. I knew it right away. I didn't make a sound. I crept out of the room, quietly downstairs to the kitchen, and grabbed the phone, practically crawling on my way out to avoid being seen through the open blinds. I called 911 like I should have earlier in the temporary safety of my bedroom. I made sure to whisper into the phone, as I was still hoping that he hadn't yet heard or spotted me. 20 minutes felt like an hour as I sat behind my bed, waiting for the police to arrive in constant fear that I would hear glass breaking from downstairs, or a thud on the back door, or even just a voice again from down below my window outside. The police did a thorough investigation of the property in nearby woods, turning up nothing. They suggested I stay with a friend or a family member for a few days.
You gotta move.
So I did.
You gotta move now.
I never heard from or saw the man again.
Uh-huh.
I still moved a month later. I couldn't deal with the constant fear and paranoia of being watched through my windows.
Thank you for
I
having
feel much
common
more
sense.
comfortable fishing out by the bay now.
Did he get killed by something else? Yo, that story was lit. Alright guys, this next one is called Hitchhiking Horror Stories Anime. I am an avid non-supporter of hitchhiking.
I'm Door. I am Door. No one can mess with me because I'm Door. I am Door.
3 months after I turned 16 in 2005, I got my first car, a 99 Toyota Camry. On a warm Saturday night, when my friend Alex invited me over to one of his friend's big parties, I knew I wouldn't be in a condition to drive the Camry home afterward. So we carpooled with Alex's girlfriend, Brianna. We lived in the countryside of Virginia, meaning less big parties. Meaning when there was a big party, it was a huge deal and everyone would go. We lived about 5 to 10 minutes away from this kid's house. I knew where he lived as I was acquainted with him, but not exactly friends. The whole ride there, we took the same 2-lane highway type road through the woods, and this kid's house was actually on this road further down. At certain points on this road, there were a few houses on either side, and then it would just go back to being a long, empty highway again.
Okay.
The house was tiny, like a lot of houses around the area, but the party was held outside anyways, since its closest neighbors were relatively far away, and noise wasn't an issue.
Dope. Let's get
I'll
it.
skip most of the party up until the point that Brianna, who was supposed to be our designated driver, had to suddenly leave for a small family emergency. Alex said it was fine and that we'd find a ride home. Well, fast forward another few hours and another few drinks, and I could barely even walk straight.
Hey.
I checked my watch. It was like 2 in the morning. I figured it was time to go. I started looking for Alex, but I couldn't find him anywhere. In fact, it seemed like everybody I knew had already left.
Oh no.
I could barely even think straight, but I was still furious at the fact that Alex could have actually left without me. I asked to use the party host's phone and dialed Alex's home number. After 2 tries, I gave up and then realized I shouldn't wake his family up. So, literally not knowing what else to do,
Wait, no, not this one. Not this one.
What kind of friend you go to a party with where he leave and forget about you? It's 2 a.m. Narrator is toasted. He can't drive home. He don't know nobody else at the party. If y'all ever go to a party and you drunk and you just can't get a ride home, you don't got cash for Uber, call me before you hitchhike, all right? Oh, you need my cell phone number? All right, it's 73...
Today, I dizzily stepped out onto the road and began walking back home. I knew this walk would take anywhere from half an hour to an hour in my condition. Maybe after 15 minutes of walking down the road, the slight shine of car headlights on the road was fading in from behind me. Jumping for joy inside, I lifted up my arm and stuck out my thumb.
Why?
As the car neared, it slowed down and came to a
You
stop.
never know who is pulling up.
The man driving the '98 Ford Explorer rolled down the window and asked where you headed. I told him my house was just down the road and beyond a right turn, probably slurring my words beyond comprehension.
No, you're drunk.
He chuckled and told me to hop in. I thanked him and joyously hopped into the truck. I was exhausted, and I remember completely disregarding things the guy was asking me because I was so close to just passing out. And that's what happened.
No.
The memories of being in that truck turned to a fog, as I'm sure I passed out.
Passed out in his car?
The next thing I remember, I woke up still in the moving truck. The guy looked at me and laughed, but didn't say anything. I looked around.
You laughing at?
The road we were on wasn't familiar. I nervously asked, where are we going? He then said, so what were you doing out this late anyway?
Answer my question.
As the man answered my very straightforward question with another irrelevant question, the sobering reality of the situation hit me. You can let me out anywhere, I told the man. The man
You have no idea where you are.
No. I felt like throwing up as he said that. No, I really actually felt like I was going to throw up. I started to gag as I felt more and more nauseous by the second.
Yeah.
The man took his eyes off the road to look at me. And that's when I thought of the perfect distraction.
Yeah.
I turned in his direction as I continued to gag, and he started to kind of lean away and slow down the car.
He's like, oh. He kidnapped some dude. He started freaking barfing. He's like, oh, dude next to him. Now it's just start spazzing. My dude be like, oh.
Thankfully, I drank as much as I did because I finally threw up and made a point of doing it all over the man's lap. The man yelled in frustration and stopped the car, and that's when I took it upon myself to run for my life into the woods and duck behind a few bushes.
He hit him with the throw up
The man
finesse.
came following into the woods with a flashlight, and on 2 separate occasions, he shined the light straight over me without noticing. Eventually, I heard his footsteps walk even further into the woods past me. That was when I ran back to his truck, but unfortunately, he was smart enough to lock it.
Oh, freak.
By some
Why's he out here
miracle, I saw another car approaching in the distance, and I ran out into the middle of the street, waving my arms like a lunatic.
Yes.
The car tried to
They
avoid
could be a
me,
killer,
but I
though.
wouldn't let it. They were forced to stop, and I yelled at them to help me before they came back. Once I told them that I was kidnapped by the man who was driving that Ford Explorer, the driver agreed to give me a lift. Not to the police station or anything, but to my house. I made it back safely, where I couldn't thank the driver enough.
Thank you.
I immediately woke up my parents and told them. My dad wanted to know if I got his tag number. And then I felt like punching myself in the face. I failed to get the simplest information from the guy that would have allowed me to actually properly report him. All I knew was that he drove a faded blue '99 Ford Explorer. I made sure to give Alex a piece of my mind, and part of me always held a grudge against him ever since, just for abandoning me at a party without telling me.
I got She-Hulk.
Can I see you at school tomorrow?
Where?
Getting crazy.
I just died?
Take that as you will.
I haven't seen him in 4 years now, however, and this was actually the first time I even thought about this incident for almost a year now. As time goes on, even the worst of memories may start to fade. But after writing this to share with the internet, it's once again fresh in my mind.
Oh my! I just destroyed this guy right now.
Yo,
Oh.
clap that up. Llama Art and Mr. Nightmare, which I learned is the narrator, or the narrator. It's like a 2-hit combo. Mr. Nightmare is dope at the freaking narration, and then Llama Art just brings it to life. I want to do one more? Alright, let's just do one more. I don't don't know how long Spooky Scary Sunday videos are gonna be. This is just the first episode of the series, alright? If y'all want a weekly, Spooky Scary Sunday, like button down there. This last story is called Babysitting Stories and
It was during a blizzard in Valley Stream. I was getting paid $250 to watch some couple's kid while they went away for the weekend.
hey.
His name was Matthew. This took place on the first night, which was a Friday night. Matthew was already supposedly asleep while I was in the living room watching a movie. I got a knock at the door
What the frick is you watching?
and looked at the clock. It was close to midnight. There was no way I was opening it. Not even 10 seconds later,
Oh my god!
sound of
Could you imagine it being like midnight? And then somebody just at your freaking front door like...
I heard the sound of 2 or 3 men angrily.
I'm flying! I got you, She-Hulk. I'm getting you, She-Hulk.
10 seconds later,
Get She-Hulk.
I heard the sound of 2 or 3 men angrily banging on the door, telling me to open up. I felt like
How many dudes is out there?
I took a peek through the blinds, and there was somebody standing right on the other side of the window.
Oh my
I
god.
fell back in fear, and after managing to get back on my feet, I ran to the kitchen phone first thing to call the police. They said because of the weather, it could take a while for an officer to get here. I was told to take the child and hide somewhere until an officer arrived. They wanted to keep me on the line, but I wasn't thinking clearly in the heat of the moment and hung up. However, it wasn't until I ran through the living room that I realized the banging had stopped. I took a second peek through the living room window. Nobody was there now.
Oh my gosh, where are they? Oh!
I heard the sound of glass shattering from a few rooms over. My knees started to feel weak as I realized they had just broken the window and were about to climb into the house. I had to run to get Matthew. I couldn't just leave without him. Of course, when I got upstairs, there was no time left to run back downstairs, as I already heard footsteps and laughter coming from downstairs.
Oh my
I covered
god.
Matthew's mouth with my hand as I ran with him into his toy closet. A few minutes dragged on to what felt like half an hour as we sat there in the dark closet. Matthew began to squeal as footsteps on the carpet reached the outside of his bedroom door. There was more than one person. They came inside.
No.
There weren't many places to hide in this room.
Oh my
I
gosh.
was actually reflecting on my whole life, so sure I was going to die. We heard the sound of a police siren outside, even from in the closet. And then I heard one of the men in the room mutter, "Oh, sh-." I opened the door back up as I heard at least 3 pairs of footsteps hurriedly rushing down.
The police got there in about a hot 7 seconds. Let that had been Detroit, Michigan. Good luck. We'll be there in about 45 minutes.
Stairs. They didn't get far, as the police later found their footprints in the backyard, leading to our shed. There were 5 men in total, and they were all arrested.
Oh, this one's creepy. Right, his name is Maxie. I already know. Guys, that's gonna do it for this week. Spooky Scary Sunday. Hopefully some of those stories give you the creeps. So it's time to go to bed. I'm outside the window. Let me know down in the comments if you guys are cool with the series. Slice that like button. That's the best indication. Also, give me some suggestions. If you guys got any other scary videos, go to Twitter, okay? It's the only way for me to find hashtag SSS, which is Spooky Scary Sundays, right? First follow me on Twitter, alright, at CoryxKenshin, hashtag SSS, and then just leave a link to a scary video that I can react to. And I'll see you real soon next episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, like that like button, subscribe to Data Join Samurai. Until next time, my brothers.
Cause my name is CoryxKenshin. You know what I'm saying?
Alright guys, so how you like my first one, eh? You don't like it? What you mean you don't like it? It was a full episode, you know what? I got you. I got you guys. I got you. Oh, guys. Let me just hit you up with another amazing.
I got a bag, tell a friend. She's got a potato. I'm peeling it.
Give you
I am the news, CNN. Yeah.
Hey, not Vsauce. Corey here. The lighting is pretty bad. Let's move. Hey, how you doing today, little mama? Guys, today, as you may know, it is Sunday, which means it's time for another episode of Spooky Scary Sunday. We had to skip the last 2 Sundays. You already know what's going on with my family. We got another animator that we're reacting to today. I got permission. I think it's called Snarl or something. I talked to the lady. She was super dope and about to be lit. But before that, come on. Y'all already know it's nighttime. Matter of fact, I don't know what to choose. Set up. There you are. There you are. We know each other. There you are. Come on. You just started yesterday with the freak. Are you doing? You got it. Obviously, you got fit. But I mean, who's not feeling this fat can of ravioli though? You know what I mean? No? I'm gonna grab a water. Okay, the first story is Babysitter's Worst Clown Nightmare. Now, this story was actually recommended by the creator herself, Snarled. I'm a big fan. We talked on Twitter, remember? Momo, you ready for this? Hope this leaf is your ear. Don't do it again.
I'm Sapphire. Want to hear something scary?
Hey.
So a few years ago...
Whoa! An animator revealing their true look-alike? I mean, what? Identity?
We're at the finals. Are you ready, guys?
So a few years ago, there was a pretty well-off family that lived in a really big house in Newport Beach, California. A mother, a father, and 2 small kids. And one night, the parents decided that they wanted a night out for themselves, so they hired a babysitter. She was maybe about 16 years old. So when the babysitter got there, the parents gave her a little rundown of what to do.
Right.
And the mom pulled her aside and said, "Once you finish tucking the kids in, do you mind watching TV in our bedroom? The kids have been having nightmares lately and waking up screaming, and our room is right next to theirs, and so it's a lot easier to get to them." "Yeah, sure, I can do that." So the babysitter...
No. Hold up. My eyes watering. Something is wrong. Y'all know I got scary sense. Something is wrong. So after you debriefing me about what to do with your kids, you pull me to the side and say, "By the way, can you watch TV in our room? What's going on with the rest of the house?" My eyes start watering. Something is wrong.
Children waved goodbye to their parents. So after a few hours of watching TV, it was time for bed, and as she was tucking them in, one of the kids said, "Please don't let the clown get us." Of course I'm not going to let anything happen. So she turned off the lights and went next door to the parents' room like the mom had asked. But the second that she stepped inside, she froze. In the far corner of the room was a clown statue. Just a really lifelike, detailed, creepy statue. No wonder the kids have been having nightmares, she thought to herself. So she went and sat on the bed and tried to watch the TV.
That thing just staring at
looking over at the statue. Was the statue looking at me like that before? It was way too creepy for her, so she decided to go downstairs to the living room and watch TV there until the parents came back. So she was watching some TV for a while, and then her phone rings. And it's the parents just checking in.
"Hey, we're on our way home. Just wanted to check in and see how things are going."
Everything's great. The kids are all asleep and in bed. I hope it's okay, but I decided to watch TV downstairs instead. Your statue was really creeping me out.
I'm sorry, what statue?
Out of my way, bud.
I'm sorry, what statue?
Yeah, you know what he said? Out of my way, bud.
I'm sorry, what statue?
Look at my head.
Wolverine's man.
Are you kidding me?
I just died.
There was a real clown midget. My dude was just in the corner like this. Here, he was in the corner like...
Yo, there's so many skins in there. 51.
Oh, that's a creepy statue. Meanwhile, this man is breathing over there.
I got 50. No, I have 51. I got about like did you really kill him? I got 56 kills. 56
Every day we face challenges, but we've carried hope throughout the highs and the lows. We continue to hustle, to plan for the next adventure in life, or to save someone else's. Throughout it all, we've become closer than ever before. Our next chapter might start with small steps. New roads we've waited patiently to explore, or the familiar ones that take us home. The road always leads us back to exactly where we are supposed to be. We may dream of the destination, but the real reward is the journey. United we will ride.
Yeah, you got none on me. I got 60 kills in a bag.
Watching you walk around the room.
The clown statue in your room, it's really creepy, so I decided to leave the
Get
room.
the kids now.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Get the kids and get out of the house now. We don't have a statue.
Just then, she heard screams. She dropped the phone and ran up the stairs. The bedroom seemed so much farther than it did before. She opened the door. She was too late.
Oh my!
So apparently there was a little person serial killer that would dress up as clowns and break into people's houses and murder people. I really hope that never actually happened. This really is an urban legend, but
I beat my record by 20 more kills.
Oh, this ain't llama arts on this channel. People be getting bodied at the end of the story. Sapphire, why'd you send this to me? Now I'm about to be.
I'm the boss.
Y'all heard the story. This goes to all my parents, samurai out there. If your kids is telling you it's a clown running around in a little clown suit, they might be telling the truth. Alright, we're gonna watch one more snarl. This story is called Have You Heard of Hachishaku-sama, the Japanese Slender Man? Now, Boku wa CoryxKenshin desu. Nihongo ga hanaseru yo. Soshite, boku wa kuroi. Ima, scary story kiku.
there's something dangerous abducting children in this area. Hey, I'm Sapphire. You want to hear something scary?
Yo, I like her little intros. Hey, I'm Sapphire. Want to hear something scary? What you're saying is I'm not as good at it. Hey, my name's Corey. Want to twerk in my... Hey.
You've heard of the Slender Man, but have you heard of the tall, slender woman? This next chapter is a Japanese urban legend called Hachishaku-sama, which means 8 feet tall.
Dang!
My grandparents lived in a small village in Japan. Every summer, my parents would take me there on holiday to visit them. The last time I saw them was the summer when I was 8 years old. My grandparents were inside the house, and I was playing by myself outside in the backyard. I heard a strange sound. I didn't know what it was, and it was hard to figure out where it was coming from.
Cryptic. Risey. Sample that. Sample this. I'm rapping over this in the next Spooky Scary Sundays.
Strange sound. I didn't know what it was, and it was hard to figure out where it was coming from. I was looking around, searching for the source of the noise, when I noticed something on top of the tall hedges that enclosed the backyard.
Okay.
It was a straw hat. It wasn't resting on the hedge, it was behind it.
Oh.
That's where the sound was coming from. Then
That means
the
it's
hat began to
standing.
move. It stopped at a small gap in the hedge.
Oh.
I could see a face peering.
Oh, heck.
It was a woman, but the hedges were high, almost 8 feet tall. I was surprised at how tall the woman was. I wondered if she was wearing stilts or some sort of huge high-heeled shoes.
Nah.
Then, a split second later, she walked off, and the strange noise disappeared with her, fading into the distance. Confused, I got up and ran back into the house. My grandparents were in the kitchen drinking tea. I sat down at the table and told my grandparents what I had seen. They weren't really paying attention to me, until I mentioned that distinctive sound. They both froze.
Oh, she could do it too.
Grandma's eyes grew wide, and she covered her mouth with her hand. Grandpa's face became very serious, and he grabbed me by the arm. "This is very important," he said, very intensely.
All right.
How tall was she?
8
As tall as the garden hedge? Where was she standing? When did this happen? What did you do? Did she see you? I tried to answer all his questions
everything.
as best as I could. He rushed out to the hallway and made a phone call. I couldn't hear what he was saying, but after he hung up, he walked out the door. "Grandma,
He did.
what's going on?" "There is something dangerous abducting children in this area," she said. "We call it Hachi Shakusama. It takes on the appearance of an extremely tall woman and says,
Hey, you know I'm listening to a scary story right now. You scared the freak out of me. My sister freaking breaking into the house. What's going on? Record? Huh? There's a car out front?
Did I jerk you?
Yeah, that's how I had to press pause. I was like, back to the Hachi Shakusama. Hachi means 8, by the way. 8. 8 foot tall. Oh my gosh, how did I just realize that?
in a deep voice. A long time ago, it was captured by monks and they managed to confine it in a ruined building on the outskirts of the village. They trapped it using 4 jizo, small religious statues that they placed at the north, south, east, and west of the ruins so that it could not escape. But somehow, it did. The last time it appeared was 15 years ago. My grandmother said that anyone who saw it was destined to die within a few days. It all sounded so crazy. I wasn't sure what to believe. Just then, my grandpa came back, but with an old woman who called herself...
Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you want the other half of that video, comment down below, like and subscribe, and actually, since I want to watch the video so bad, how about I'm gonna do a triple upload? Since I'm doing a double upload, I'm gonna be doing a triple upload every day. You know what I mean? It's Ash for Vlogs TV. I do what I want on this channel. Anyway, guys, God bless you guys. Peace out, my brothers and sisters. Peace out. And God bless you guys. Be safe.